the start of the trip to the Tasman Glacial Lake, Lake Tasman.
But have a little smell. It's a really interesting, it's quite a strong scent. Sort of lemongrass, coriander. They used to use the point.
We're waiting here for everybody to catch up. Looking down on the lake with the icebergs floating in it. Here we're looking at Mount Cook.
Welcome to the Tasman Lake, otherwise known as my office. Not a bad sort of a place to work, eh?
No.
Now, my name is Ben. I am obviously going to be your guide today. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Now, whereabouts are you from? Japan? Are you from
Japan.
Japan? You guys?
Timaru.
New Zealand? Timaru, excellent. Wow, locals almost. It's on the glacier. From there upwards, it's all white. From there back toward us, as you can see, it's covered in rock.
Yeah, also es ist da oben, wo die
You hear that?
water rushing.
Yeah. It's the start of the Tasman River. Just over here. This is the outlet to the lake, where these icebergs are bunched up.
Underneath?
So that's the... No, it flows.
I see.
There's no water flowing.
There are some quite unusual cloud formations up here.
The Tasman Glacier was all the way down to the rock and water. And there was no lake. No lake.
Oh, no lake at all. Oh, no wonder I didn't see it when I was here 30.
So 20 years ago the lake wasn't here, and in the last 20 years it's formed, and it will probably last for about 50 years.
Now, how much of an iceberg do you think we can see above the water?
A third.
No, 17.
17.
A third, you'd be right saying a third, 1/3 above the water if we were in the ocean.
Oh,
We're in
those
fresh
ones.
water, so they do sit much lower in the water without salt water, without salt in the water. We had a really trip this morning.
Yes.
We came by this piece of ice this morning. The whole thing was transparent.
Now this iceberg has tipped over during the night and it's transparent and you can see the rocks inside the ice. It's quite different once it's been washed.
Hast du schon? Okay. Mal da. Da tut das Licht so durchscheinen. Hast du?
Now, inside the glacier, there are hollow tubes that carry meltwater, tokiru, carry meltwater from the surface of the glacier down to the base of the glacier. And this hole here is the remains of one of those tubes that would have carried meltwater inside it.
So what he's saying is the hole in the iceberg is a remnant of one of the tubes. Some of these icebergs are quite big, but they're hard to sometimes distinguish from the outside terrain because they're covered in gravel and rock.
So this is the Tasman Glacier right in front of us, part of the terminal face of the Tasman Glacier. Now we can only see the top of the glacier. Underwater there is nearly 200 metres of glacier underwater.
Are those the holes you were talking about?
Some of them are, others are just holes where rocks have melted out.
Ja, die dann rausgefallen sind.
All the dimpled ice.
So then every day when you come, it's different.
Every day it's different.
You have to watch out where you don't go. And sometimes I'm not easy to run up
You can see, how large these icebergs are by the size of the boat.
The white ice here, yesterday morning, it was blue.
Es war blau gestern.
It was transparent, you could see into it.
Wird das weiß. Sonst das muss ja ganz toll aussehen. Ja, ganz neu, was der ist.
More rainfall over here as well.
Moran, sagt euch das was?
50 years ago, the glacier was above both of those moraine walls.
That one up there.
Yeah, yep.
Vor
And the one on the
50
side of
Jahren
the
war der
valley here.
Gletscher da drüber. Das ist die Wand. Vor 50 Jahren war der da drüber, über diese Wand. Über diese, ja. Mhm. Ja. Ja.
And there'd probably be a gondola going up to Mount Cook with maybe a revolving restaurant on top. As you were in Europe.
Ja, richtig abgeblasen. Muss man nicht überall hingehen.
Shapes, eh?
Isn't it?
So being nobody else can operate on here at all.
No, we have the
Brent's
concession
got
from the
the
Department of Conservation to
so-
run the trip, and I think it's pretty hard for anyone else to obtain a concession as well.
So was it difficult getting it in the beginning?
Yeah, it wasn't easy. That's
So
a
a tender.
Now we're heading back across the lake back to the where we started. And here we are back at the jetty. Now we're heading back to the bus car park, and we're looking down the Tasman Valley, which of course ends up in Lake Pukaki. This was one of the so-called blue lakes, looking over the Tasman Valley from higher up. Now we're climbing up to the top of the hills here to have a look at the Tasman Glacier from a higher altitude. And there you can see the glacier covered in gravel and rock. And here we're looking at the glacial lake with the moraine wall on the far side. You can get an idea of the size here because the orange speck down there is one of the boats. The lake is this colour because of the rock flour in the water. Now we've left the Mount Cook area and we're here looking at Lake Pukaki. And looking to the head of the lake here is Mount Cook. Now we're up on top of Mount John. Here we see Lake Tekapo. And down below is the township of Tekapo. Looking at the Astro Cafe on Mount John. This installation here was the Baker Nunn camera site that the Americans ran perhaps 30 odd years ago. Balmoral Military Camp. And here is Lake Alexandrina. We're in Tekapo now and we're looking at the tourists over at the Church of the Good Shepherd.